No, please, no, no. Here's Johnny.
Welcome to a video so catastrophic, even Kamen Rider Z subscribes. In today's video, MorePegasus is getting cancelled on Twitter by none other than the pathetic Hassan cult followers. They are enraged by the number of videos of making fun of their messiah when Hassan and his orbiters exemplify why you shouldn't sell your dignity in the first place. These retards claim that Pegasus would be flipping burgers or stocking shelves if Hassan didn't exist and Pegasus didn't do YouTube. Delusional. Rev says Desu and Sensitive Society addressed the situation, and days later, Pegasus addresses the issue as well. Subscribe, or I'll start doing devious schemes behind your back.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Alright, so recently, on April 1st, 2026, Yeet uploaded a clip from a recent Pegasus video, which Pegasus predicts Hassan will go down as one of the greatest liars of all time.
I mean, the fact is, this has transcended everything, okay? People are making games out of it. Game of the year, actually. I mean, I think you got what you wanted, Hassan. You are going down in history, just not for the reason you'd like, you know? I feel like Hassan is probably going to be known as one of the greatest liars in all of humanity, right? Because right now, who is associated with lying, right? It's probably like Richard Nixon or, you know, Lance Armstrong, the Ponzi scheme guy or whatever. But now we got Hassan in there. We got to add him, put him to the top of the list, right? Because Hassan's like one of the only people who lies about verifiable information captured on camera repeatedly over and over. And who the fuck changes their story 10 plus times? Nobody does that. There needs to be like a Wikipedia entry of Hassan Piker and then lying is OP. That's his like professional quote, you know? As Sir Diddles III once said, facts are facts.
Facts are still facts.
Lying is OP.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
A quick shout out to MorePegasus for creating and keeping up with the Hassan and Friends saga series, while also creating and living his life of abundance. I mean, it's obvious that Hassan is an unhinged cloud-chasing grifter who hates his fans, continues to lie daily, spreads his unhinged propaganda, and won't shut up for hours, to the point we just closed the live stream and watched the Clueless gang doing their podcasts, gaming, and reactions. Only if Hassan weren't a cloud-chasing grifter, he would continue playing video games and we wouldn't criticize him.
Yo, f this refugee, okay? Seriously, fuck this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever. Like, why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions?
No, man. Why the fuck you?
Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this fucking chat? Suck my fucking cock. Black people care about the border. I don't give a fuck what black people care about. Oh, black people care about this. Black people care about that. Like, shut the fuck up.
What did you say?
Minutes after the tweet with the video clip was uploaded, Hassan's fans were furious and rage typing things that were ridiculous and delusional. So Rev and Sense addressed the situation alongside Pegasus, who days later reacted and responded to the issue. I'll start with Rev's coverage first.
So what he just said in that clip is completely fair and accurate. This guy would be flipping burgers if Hassan didn't exist. His whole business model depends solely on if Hassan goes live or not.
Dude, are you serious right now? It's like saying that we unemployed would be working 2 or 3 jobs if these cloud chasers didn't exist.
Now, Pegasus has basically said that he doesn't need to do this anymore. He could basically retire at this point. And I believe him. Like, looking at these statistics and how his channel has been performing for years and all of the view he has acquired, not just from talking about Hassan, but many different people. He doesn't need to do this anymore. Okay, he's doing this for the love of the game at this point. To basically create generational wealth. Good for him. Very good for him.
Oh my god, they are mad, bro. The absolute fucking cope from Hassan fans. Actually, he'd be working at McDonald's if not for Hassan. He'd be flipping burgers. Hassan made you, bro. Oh, brother, you are late to the game, man. They really show up on my 7th year on YouTube and go, well, you only talk about Hassan. Yeah, I mean, it's an arc, okay? It's like a chapter, but it's not the entire book, right? It's like a One Piece arc. You focus on one character and you sort of build that story, you know? And right now, it happens to be Hassan. And yes, this is a long arc, okay? What can I say? It's a pretty long arc. And I'd love to move on. I'd love to take a goddamn vacation. But Hassan cannot stop being a colossal ray god, all right? He's consistently just shows up every day and manages to embarrass himself in new and different ways.
Yeah, content creators nowadays make content for the love of the game. It could be them playing video games, reacting to other YouTubers, or talking about people or certain events. And others are too desperate, entitled, and lazy that they decided to sell their dignity to be an unhinged cloud-chasing piece of shit, going around harassing people, spreading misinformation daily, or slandering and accusing many content creators to bend the knee to these scums. So then these hyenas continue attacking Pegasus while defending their messiah.
I think those plushies in his room sums up this man-child's ability for critical thinking and is all you need to know about the credibility of this prediction. Very much in the spirit of Hassan Piker, where you have no actual criticism of anything being said. Instead, you make these personal attacks against someone's plushie collection. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are sentient human beings who are able to type out a sentence like this, who genuinely believe Hassan has never lied about anything. Nobody cares what this Asmon fluffer has to say. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, another round of Asmongold derangement syndrome. Hassan's biggest fan, LOL. MF makes daily videos. And people say this about me, like, despite the fact that I do not make daily videos on Hassan, but you know what? Yeah, it makes sense to make so many videos on Hassan. If you're someone who covers this sort of content, if you cover streamer drama or controversies, yeah, Hassan is going to be like the focal point of your content. If you're not making videos regularly about this guy, you're not doing your job correctly, because this guy is very influential, whether you want to admit it or not. Biggest liar than scamming your audience of $17,000? Or a bigger liar than teasing your audience for a year that you had all the evidence collected on your ex and justice will be served and all will make sense and it'll be over for you, Pink? LMAO? What?
Okay, so I'm gonna try to take a guess as to what he's talking about. I mean, he mentioned Pink, so that's probably referring to Tectone's ex. I'm pretty sure this person is talking about the Tectone situation. So I don't know where the scamming for 17K, I have no idea who did that. But based on the Tectone thing, this might be a Mizkit fan. Ay. It's a Mizkid. Get him, Mizzy. Watch out. His fans are about to go demon time, because Mizkif is the only colossal Rhaegar who actually thinks that I was vigorously defending Tectone and Lakari and like all these people, and oh, we're all best friends for 10 years when I literally don't know them at all. His Sherlock Holmes level analysis was, well, you made fun of Hassan. This guy made fun of Hassan. You might as well be brothers, right? When in my entire coverage, I was just being objective and fair. And I basically just said, oh yeah, you can't trust Mizkif without evidence, right? Because he has his own allegations, very similar, right? So obviously you have to wait for more evidence, which is exactly what I did, right? I mean, this is just a classic. I already went over this in another video. Fucking Mizkif fans, bro. Also, I don't really get the point as well. You can criticize more than one person on the internet. I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's those ignorant imbeciles who think that, oh, I feel like this person, Pegasus, criticizes that same person, Hassan, every day, and it's getting on my nerves. Like, oh my god, just shut up already. Pegasus does have many videos, not only criticizing Hassan, but Hassan's orbiters and other cloud-chasing dipshits too. You as a content creator have many opportunities to create any content, but don't just sell your dignity to be a desperate, unhinged freak, saying that being a content creator / live streamer is harder than a 9-to-5. That's your problem for not putting in the effort to think, create, and upload videos. And it's okay if you receive negative feedback on your videos because that shows that you need to fix and improve on certain parts and points. So then someone on Twitter tweeted that Pegasus has been meat riding on the popular side. Yeah, Mr. or Mrs. Lord Yoshi Z, can you elaborate more on what you mean by that? Or did you go off to defend your messiah because your feelings got hurt?
But here's a quote saying this guy needs to go down as one of the least principled commentary channels of all time. Bro, Pegasus effing sucks. D and just meat rides the popular side. He did this with Mr. Beast and is why Mr. Beast's coverage of his is horrible. Interesting stuff. Very interesting point from this individual. But talking about meat riding the popular side, are you talking about Jellywig? Because that's what it sounds like to meat ride the popular side. I don't think the things Pegasus has said over the years really represents the popular side. I think going after people like Hassan is a daring one because you're kind of ostracizing yourself in many ways, but
Of course. So apparently, I just meat ride the popular side, right? So first off, what exactly do you want me to do here? Do you want me to say that Hassan supporting 3 different terrorist groups is actually a good thing? That Hassan threatening to murder people is good? That him shocking his dog is good? Apparently we got Omega Edgelord here going, oh, you must always support the non-popular side. So these people are unironically so stupid because I could be like, I hate PDF files. And then they'll be like, bro's just meat riding the popular side. You know, I'm an edgelord. I'm a free thinker. I, for one, really like PDF files, actually.
Ah, yes, of course. That also implies that we who criticize any other person than Hassan have been meat riding on the popular side. I like how Rev mentioned Jellywig instantly because that dumbass doesn't have a spine to stand up for himself. And this is the same person who swore on his mom's life or something, meat riding Hassan for not shocking his dog.
After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shock collar on my mother's life. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar. So maybe I should have said 99% sure instead of 100. I'm not making any other comments about whether he has a shock collar, has shocked her, whatever. I never made a comment saying he shocked her to begin with, but I just genuinely saw a picture of it after. It did have tape, and the tape was, I think it was covering or had his phone number on it or some shit.
It's no wonder that Hassan has put a shock collar on him, and his girlfriend, QT Cinderella, humiliate him for not liking him in the first place. And let's not forget that one brave woman who criticized Hassan and his fans, and they proceeded to put out death threats on her.
Hassan Piker fans are actually rabid animals. My DMs are full of people threatening to assault me, dox me, calling me Amber Heard as an insult, saying that I am using propaganda and I'm being paid by YouTubers that I also hate. Yeah, it's crazy that I called out Hassan for tourism and misogyny and being basically a passport bro, and I've got people calling me like a conservative in my DMs and just saying I'm spreading propaganda, and that even if he did these things, we still need him as the face of the left.
Alright, moving on to Sensitive Society, where he has more to say about Pegasus haters.
8 videos of Pegasus' last 9 videos are about Hassan. The last time I saw something like this was Leafius here's videos on Pokimane. I've seen a lot of people being mad at people milking topics, or you know, why does Pegasus have 30 billion Hassan videos, or why does Sense have 40 trillion iDubbbz and Anissa videos? It's just basic supply and demand. That's what the people want to see, that's what they like, and that's what the creator likes, so it's like a win-win for everyone. And I think that's the same for Pegasus. Every single day that Hassan goes live, he says something new, he says something stupid, and it's an ongoing story. It's not like he's, you know, talking about something that Hassan said 10 years ago. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are jealous. A lot of people are like, man, these slobtubers don't deserve the money. I spent 3 years making my video and it only got 10K. Meanwhile, these slobtubers, it takes a few hours and they get 40,000 views in an hour. It's not fair. My response to all of that is skill issue. issue. Get better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I can't tell you guys how many people I've encountered like this who are so jealous. It's unreal. And it's usually like the high effort people, the sort of video essayists or the once a month posters. Oh, I post only quality content, guys. And they are so salty. They're like, oh, I spent 50 years on this video. I researched it for 600 hours, still got all my facts wrong. And then they see me who spent 1 day and got 10 times the reviews or whatever. Like, I don't choose that. That's the audience, right? It's a skill issue. You need to be more entertaining. It's not my fault that you aren't as successful.
Yes, that's true. That's because those people who complain are the ones who don't face their fears and put in the effort to create content, which is your problem. As I said, as a content creator, you have potential and many opportunities to create any content. I do agree that both of your edit videos and thumbnails are important, and I try to be entertaining when I'm not good at making jokes. Anyway, Hassan's fans continue to take huge amounts of copium and say that Hassan gave Pegasus a Kamehameha filled with clout.
Does this guy talk about anything other than Hassan? I mean, from what I've seen, yeah, you know, his videos are like 30, 40 minutes and there's multiple different topics. I love comments like these. This is Pegasus' second channel. I believe if you combine both of his channels, he has 2 million subscribers and maybe half a billion views. Do you know how much money that is? This is just extra money for Pegasus. Once again, it's a win-win. He has fun, people enjoy it, people are entertained by it, and he makes extra money. The Hassan fan cope is going crazy right now. Pegasus made his career about crying about people. Literally just what Hassan does, but okay. Hassan gave him most of his clouds. No, but sure, buddy. Not that he said anything of real substance. He will be remembered as a hater while his son goes to like CNN respectfully. Is this person like 2 years old? Who gave the kid Twitter? It's like, shut your goofy ass up. I'm going to make a pretty bold prediction. All right, here we go. I think Hassan, when everything's said and done, I think the biggest highlight from his career, what everyone will know him for, is shocking his dog. And how do I know this? Because my friends, and shocking, I know, Sense has friends. I know a situation is bad when friends of mine who are not online tell me about, yo, did you see this streamer shock his dog live on stream?
Oh, this is wonderful news. I mean, I've been hearing this a lot as well. You guys have been messaging me as well that everybody sort of knows of Hassan as the dude who shocked his dog, right? If you're not like into the drama sphere or anything, you just encounter a random person and they're basically like, oh, is it the streamer who shocked his dog, right? Absolutely wonderful.
Meanwhile,
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark.
Try Google. All right, give me a minute. You guys ready? This is in an incognito tab. Right there. Not a single one has anything to do with politics. Try your name. Okay. I don't want to show you guys this. I really don't. I think this might be too much. This is gonna hurt.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
That is crazy. Oh my God. That's... I... That's the way it is, bro. Oh man, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, I didn't make Google this. I didn't do Google this way, right? I didn't do this. They talking about how much money I have, what my opinions are, thinking about all this, whether I have a girlfriend or not, some shit like this. That's insane. That's insane, bro. Like, wow.
There's the longest grift of all time that has taken the last 13 years of my life. And
13 years. 13 years to get your top Google search result to be Hassan Piker dog. Congratulations. Truly time well spent.
and a barrage of hatred along the way.
What a legacy. I just...
It's the grift, bro. Anyway.
Holy humiliation. Okay, so let me get this straight. Asmongold, who is just normally live streaming and playing video games with a lot of subscribers, people associate Asmongold with politics more than Hassan. Sorry, not sorry, but Hassan has wasted 13 fucking years of his career to be known as the guy who shocked his dog live on stream.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
How can I be okay? I hate all of you! And that sums up his whole career. Anyway, I'm out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Kitsunes.